Sup, people? This your boy John Doe. How you doing today, man? And we got the regular unusual suspects here. We ran a little short today. Yesterday, I don't know what happened, but a lot of people, I think Zobi, he was still out of town. Mizzah Tee, couldn't get in contact with him. Dog Coley, shoot, he MIA at the present time. But we got C4, Screwface, and we got a special guest, Mr. Thunderbird, the Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Always a good friend. Go and introduce yourself. We're going to start with the guest first, Mr. T-Bird.
What's up, y'all? Thunderbird614 or T-Bird. See me on Twitter, Facebook. Other than that, she's mama's favorite gamer.
All right. It's your boy C4. What up, people? Let's go.
Say hello to the bad guy.
As y'all can see in the title, Sony supports the gamers. You know what I'm saying? G-A-Y-M-E-R. You know what I'm saying? They support the gamers or whatever, you know. I'm going to go ahead and let C4 go in and start this off and get his impression. Then we're going to come back around to me. I'm probably going to interject while they're talking, but, you know. Go ahead, C4.
We going in on this gay station first?
Yeah, we got to go in. We got to start off with the gay station.
Oh, man. I mean, I don't even know what to say about it for real, man. I think all I can say is what I always say, man. The agenda is real, people.
Yes,
if y'all don't know it, I mean, y'all need to open your eyes and see how real this agenda is, man. That's all I can really say on it. I think it's a joke, but I mean, we've seen it done with so many other things, so you know, it is what it is, man.
Sony, old Sony. Go ahead, Screwface.
Man, first of all, I need all the gay people in all the world listening to this podcast all around the world needs to understand one thing. Sony does not give a fuck if you gay or straight. They're only making this shit so y'all will buy their product. It's all an advertisement. You know what I'm saying? So please don't think that these people is really in y'all's corner and really care about your sexual preference. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if you gay, if you straight, if you bisexual. I don't care, and nobody needs to know. You know what I'm saying? People can tell what you are by looking at you, and if they can't, oh well, it does not matter. And I don't think that they need to be flooding our community and flooding our. I don't need a gay Whopper at Burger King. I don't need a gay PS4. You know what I'm saying? I don't need gay characters in my video games. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why the gay community thinks that they got to be so flamboyant. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it, man. But please don't think that they doing this for y'all, man. They doing this at the end of the day for money. That's all I got to say about it.
That guap.
Thunderbird.
I'm going to piggyback right off what he said. It's all about money. And first of all, like what we got to understand about, financing or money, period, is that these companies understand that the gay people vote with their dollar. If you look at politics, they pandering towards gay people. If you look at, like you said, the Whopper, the PlayStation, that particular community, they actually are spending money. If there's a couple of areas where I live in Columbus that are notorious for pockets of gay people in those communities, and they come out there and they actually spend money. So the merchants around there already pander toward those communities. They have alternative nights and those type of things. So it's those people gaining leverage by using their dollar. And honestly, for me, I look at it like this. What you do behind closed doors is your business. It's not really my business. I don't really, knock nobody for what they're doing, but I don't go looking for it. Now that it's in my hobby, I love gaming so much. Now it's in my hobby, it's in my face in this way. I really don't appreciate that. But then the same thing, I promote straight pride, Yeah. I kiss my woman in public. I hold her hand,
Right.
Exactly. I like being a father. I like all that good stuff. So I'm prideful for what I do. And honestly, I don't care what they doing, man. I'm gonna just, go ahead and throw the blinders on, let them do what they doing. But on the other hand, I can't really knock Sony for it either, because those people really spend money. Look at the NBA. Look at how the players are dressing. The agenda is really real.
Yes, it is.
And like you said, man, they do spend their money, man. They the reason why Bill Clinton got put in office, if you want to be real.
No, man.
They the reason, man. They put that financial backing behind that man. That's the reason why he was our president.
Even Obama went after it too. Like it's everywhere. And as a father, I got 2 sons and 2 daughters, so I just make sure.
What I don't like is when they compare like this whole gay thing to like race thing, you know, because it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel their struggle is on the same level. See, because I can walk down the street and be gay, you know what I'm saying, and nobody won't care. You get what I'm saying? The only reason why they would care if I come out and say I'm gay. You feel me? You know, but when it comes down to being white and black and Spanish or Puerto Rican, I can't change my skin color.
Well, look like this. Let's say if black people started saying that, okay, we're not going to start supporting the NBA until y'all start showing a better representation of straight black men or real black families. You know what I'm saying? Stop showing these jigaboos. Stop showing these wannabes and these tagalongs. And let's start showing some real stand-up brothers out here. You know, we can be like that if we want to.
They need to do that in the music industry if you want to be real.
But look at what you're saying. You putting color on it, though. You still got to put color on it to make it actually effective. You feel me?
Why not use it as an advantage? They using it as an advantage. You know what I'm saying? We could do more if we use our advantages. Look at our athletes. I mean, I hate to be seem racist in this, but if you look at the real definition of racist, it's somebody who's proud or knowledgeable of what they or where they come from or who they represent. If we decided that we was going to be a better representation or actually support the people who were doing the right thing, kind of like how I support Gamers with Dough and Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers, if we was to put that type of support behind something real that actually changed the way the landscape looked, it would be better. I'm not saying we need to go be gay. I'm just saying look at the blueprint.
Yeah, that's been laid out. I feel you.
I feel you on that.
He's preaching on that, man. Well, he needed a wow up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. It gotta be more like the Martin Luther King. Make a Neapolitan version of black prosperity.
Speak on.
But when it comes down to the whole, you know what I'm saying, gay station, it's a ploy. You know what I'm saying? Just like when all these companies talking about they got openly gay characters and so on and so on. It's just to, like you say, push that gay agenda. They want.
Look at the indies. They doing the same thing with the indies too. Like we're supporting the gamers. We're supporting independent studios. Really, y'all just supporting y'all pockets because y'all's pockets are light.
Yep.
At the end of the day, you know, we got the indie movement going on too. That indie agenda ain't no joke either. Dude, I straight up thought it was a joke when I seen this, man. And I think I've seen Zober had put out a video. When I seen it, I'm like, man, they ain't really calling PlayStation 4 the gay station. I know they ain't doing that. Sure enough, I clicked on the video and it's a link that say the gay station. I'm like, oh my goodness, they're really doing this.
Yeah, AK hit me up first thing this morning, man. When I saw that, and I was like, "Who made this shit on?" I thought it was like some Photoshop work or something, you know. So I'm like, I know this shit ain't real, man. Then I saw Gay Station Edition. I'm like, nah. Yo, I thought it was like a rip on My Little Pony or something. You know how they call them ponies? I thought it was like the My Little Pony edition.
They might well put a pony on the side of them. I'm dead serious right now.
They gonna do it like Burger King. You open the wrapper and they say we're all the same on the inside.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
No.
You ain't lying.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah. They're all the same.
Man. Well, I tell you what though, they covering all the spectrums, man. They got a black PlayStation 4, a white one, and now we got a gay one.
Now we got dude, man.
Hey, if I was Latin right now, I'd be mad as hell.
You know,
I'd be like, man, I want a brown PlayStation. Come on,
brown. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
shoot.
What if they change San Francisco to the San Francisco like what they call that place out there? What they call it, the Valley? Call it the San Francisco Valley Boys or something like that.
What is it called? Silicon Valley?
Not Silicon Valley. I forgot what they call it out there where they got the big gay community in San Fran.
Shoot, they said if you drop it down,
like San Fernando Valley or something like that.
Yeah, the San Fernando 69ers.
Yeah, but let's move on, man. You know, do y'all approve of it or whatever? You know, I don't know if I approve or disapprove. You know,
Hey, let me say this.
Hold on. Let me get this out.
Go ahead.
Say if I got a homeboy, you know what I'm saying, and we cooling in the motherfucker. I go over to his crib and I see that station nigga, I'm turning right around.
But now let me say this, man. I came at him kind of hard, man. I'm not saying I don't like gay folks. You know what I'm saying? My aunt is gay. You know what I'm saying? I get gay people in my family. I'm not against that. I'm just saying is we don't need it out. Y'all don't have gay people don't have to put it out there like they do. That's not necessary. People gonna recognize you for who you are at the end of the day and how you act and how you treat people. And these companies are just taking advantage of y'all. That's what I was basically trying to say was please don't think that they doing this for you, because at the end of the day, any business is doing it to make money.
I guess we can stay with Sony on this here. The first thing we're gonna talk about is this whole Last
you ain't
of
let
Us.
me or Thunder give our opinions on whether we agree with it or not.
Oh, well, hold on. I thought y'all was the first. You was the first to go. Go ahead.
I don't agree with the way they went about it. Just like I don't agree with the way EA went about the first openly gay character in Dragon Age. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with the publication of it and making it a deal or an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But if they sell skins 24/7 on the internet for all of these consoles, so if you want that, then you know what I'm saying, it's out there for you. I don't agree with the way they went about it, but if you support it and you want it, you know what I'm saying. First off, though, we gotta get this out of here too, because a lot of people gonna say this in the comment section when they see this video, or if they're watching it now. They aren't making a gay station edition for sale. It's something that's just out there for an auction. So there's not gonna be a line that they're gonna be coming out with like the White Destiny version of the console. But I just don't.
Hey, but if this thing go for a lot of money, it could.
It could. It very well could. And you know, and you know, like T said earlier, you know, it do. You know, they do speak with their pockets. You know what I'm saying? So if they make a lot enough noise, they could come out with an edition. But right now, it's just one, I believe, and it's just up for auction right now. So, you know, so that's just the way I see it. I don't really agree with the way they went about it, but it is what it is.
T-Bird, go ahead, sir.
All right, I'll just knock it home real quick. I don't like anything being exploited, and I don't like any of that type of stuff. But I mean, it is what it is. We know what they're doing. Call a spade a spade. You know, honestly, I'm not going. I vote with my dollar, and I'll leave it at that.
Right. So I guess we keep this Sony train moving right quick.
All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to The Last of Us. I want to do now. We're gonna start off with the whole 10, the perfect 10, because I think that's like crazy for any game to get a perfect 10, especially a remaster of a game to get a perfect 10. How you feel about that, T-Bird?
I think they just in the pot. I mean, a lot of people are just on Sony's bandwagon right now, but I haven't played The Last of Us for myself. I got rid of my PS3 before the game came out. Now that the remaster's out, I'm still not interested. So as an independent-minded gamer, I could care less. I mean, it don't matter to me. As far as gaming itself, I do feel like they need to give every game a fair shake, and if they're gonna give that game a 10, when Halo Remaster come out, I'm gonna have a close eye on this, since I am a Halo fan, and that's a remaster itself. Halo, to me, just for the simple fact it does Star Wars numbers, you know, let's go ahead and be for real here. You're giving more bang for your dollar here, even though the game isn't out yet. I hate to go ahead and bring up Halo. I hate to do that you know, apples to oranges thing, but let's just be real. A lot of remakes are coming out in the first 2 years, and if they're going to do it right. Again, I'm not. Uncharted killed everything from Naughty Dog for me. I'm sorry to step on anybody's toes out there, but Uncharted to me was doo-doo, and honestly, I'm not interested in anything from that studio. So This is
Yeah,
the best
Charlie
time.
was doo-doo to you? Oh, man, you know they're going to come at you on that, man.
Hey, that's the thing.
They gonna come at me anyways, just because I'm Xbox, till I'm in 6 feet in the box.
Yeah.
Xbox strong.
Ain't nothing
Yeah, they
wrong
gonna
with
come
that.
at me anyway.
That's like
But,
blasphemous,
but,
man.
but like I said, I played the game. You know what I'm saying? When I bought my PS3, that was the first game I bought. And once not to go too far deep into it, it just didn't catch my attention. The gameplay was not original. The storyline was damn near predictable. The fixed camera to me is a no-no. The environments was all static pretty much. It had God of War style puzzles. I mean, it was nothing fresh about the game other than the character and some of the storyline, which, to me, it was Tomb Raider and
Yeah, that's
Genius.
what I was just finna say. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to go for the whole Tomb Raider feel. Or what?
Yeah, they know the generation is kind of young, so they haven't really experienced all that. It just didn't do it. And right now, my taste is to the point where I need something good. Like I just got through beating Wolfenstein, and that game to me is awesome. It's awesome. One of the consoles should have snatched it up as an exclusive, just because how good of experience it. Even though it's we want to call it generic, but Wolfenstein is the father of shooters. I hate to go off on that, but let's get back on topic. I apologize, guys.
You all right, man? You all right? You
let
was
it
speaking
flow.
that real, man.
Yeah,
You was
let it flow, man. Let it flow.
Yeah, the game itself, to be remastered within a year, is very cheap, extremely cheap.
Yeah.
To me, it's like coming out with the same Jordans within the same 6 months. It's like a cash grab type feel to it.
Yeah,
Again,
we talk
my
about
interest.
we talk about the whole gay, you know what I'm saying, agenda. I feel this right here is the Sony agenda. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I actually, if you've ever heard, I hate to plug another show, but it's called Gamertag Radio, and their propaganda was getting so bad that I actually called in and I had some choice words for them because they actually had Aaron Greenberg and Phil Spencer on their show to promote during and after E3, and they was kicking dirt all on them. You know the name Gamertag Radio. So I called in and I was like, man, y'all sound like some bitches. Y'all freaking kicking dirt on people that come to your show and show you love, and y'all all up Sony's ass, and Sony ain't really offering nothing new, nothing innovative. The PS4, check my video log on my YouTube page. I called out somebody, I can't remember his name. His name ain't important. I'm not gonna give the plug. But I called him out. The PS4 is really the 360 remastered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's the truth.
So they're just following that path. They remastered old games. They remastered that formula, and people just going for it. And I hate to seem like a Sony bastard. I'm just a real dude. I came up from the arcade, so I ain't missing none of this. You know what I'm saying? The Thunderbird misses nothing.
All right, well let's move on. Let's move on, shall we? Let's go on and get Screwface thoughts on the whole remastered perfect game by IGN, which I feel is crazy. But go ahead, Screwface.
I don't think they should have remastered it from the jump. I don't. It's obvious that there's an agenda because the original game on the PS3 got like what'd you say, King? Like a 9.6 or a 9.7?
Yeah, it got a 9.7.
Yeah, it got a 9.7, but the remastered version got a 10. Like, what was so much different?
Dude, even when the dude was
this game.
Screwface, even when the dude from IGN was talking about it, he says no new content or nothing. But so what justifies a 10? You know what I'm saying? Well, go ahead, continue.
Well, apparently it was the 1080p because the frame per second is all up and down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's obvious that it's an agenda. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I feel like the reason that they did this was to try to co-sign with Sony. You know what I'm saying? To basically back what Sony is doing, and what Sony is doing is wrong in my opinion. So I don't agree with it at all. I don't like the fact they gave it a 10. And if you're going to give a remastered version a 10, and you didn't even give the original that when nothing changed but 1080p basically, what does that say about your company and what type of ratings you putting on shit? You know what I mean? It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of off topic, but it's the same thing like when the Source used to give 5 mics to some bullshit ass album, and you'd be like, "What the fuck? Why I listen to this album? Why the fuck did this album give 5 mics?" You know what I'm saying? And this album over here, I put this bitch in, I can play it from front to back, and y'all only gave this bitch 3.5. It's like, are y'all really listening to this shit, or are y'all getting paid for this? You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with it at all, man. I don't think the game should have been made, and I don't agree with the 10.
All right, C4.
Well, y'all already know how I feel about it. I mean, I don't think it deserved a 10. However, I won't say that the game didn't add anything because it did have all the DLC lumped into it. So, you know, it did add that if you didn't buy the DLC or, you know, whatever for the PlayStation 3.
Aren't they selling additional DLC for the game as well?
No. I believe all the DLC is supposed to be packed in there. All the story DLC anyway.
Oh,
I did remember
for hard difficulty later on. It's
Yeah.
extremely hard difficulty. Think they'll charge $5 for that in about 3 months?
That could be a possibility, but I did see some dudes in the group that me and you were in, Battlegrounds. They were talking about if you downloaded all the stuff on the PlayStation 3, you will be able to download it on the PlayStation 4 for free. So I don't know if that's supposed to be some costume DLC. So I'm guessing that's not on the disc. But I thought they said that all the story DLC was on there. But that's neither here nor there.
All of it should be on there.
Yeah, because
all should be on there. The game should be complete.
Yeah.
That's
because
all
in my opinion, the original game shouldn't have got a 9.7. That's my whole thing. Because anybody who actually played it, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a hell of a movie, but we'll get into that in a minute. But the game itself was actually broken in a lot of ways. And I mean, I played it on the hardest difficulty. Well, not the one you had to pay for, but the one that you had in the game. And
That's
the AI
and Night Dog.
Yeah, the AI in that game was horrible. I mean, you could be standing right in front of the AI and they'd be looking at you like, did I hear something? You know, it's like, yeah, I'm right here at your nutsack, nigga. You don't see me. You know, it's like, it wasn't that great gameplay wise, but you know, but that's just my opinion. But I mean, I think that we already know at this point in time that IGN is on Sony's nuts hard as hell, man. I mean, they've been there since the beginning. So, I mean, it's really no surprise, but it's sad that that's where it's at, in my opinion. That's how I feel about it. It's sad that that's where we at in gaming. We look to these people, we look to these journalists for, honest, unbiased opinions, and we continuously get biased opinions, reviews, and news. You know what I'm saying? I think, and that's the reason why I stepped back from the gaming community after E3 last year, because I just got sick of these people that, people who don't necessarily look into gaming get spread these lies. You know what I'm saying? You still got people talking about DRM on the Xbox One, and that motherfucker been out since November last year. You know what I'm saying? But it's because they don't really go back and they don't backtrack and apologize for these stories they told and clarify it to people. They put the shit out there and then they'll do a little side note and backtrack, but they don't put it out there for everybody to see. You know what I'm saying? And this Sony propaganda they put out there, it'd be super serious, man, because you got a lot of people who gonna see this 10 and they're gonna go out there and they're gonna buy this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of people get. I hope Game Informer don't do that, because a lot of people get the Game Informers and be like, "Oh, this is 10. Let me go and get it." You know what I'm saying? And not really kill it.
Yeah, it's like the Monica Lewinsky of video gaming. They just can't let it go, man.
Yeah, but let me go in and give my thoughts on this here. When you talking about like the biasness of the media, this gonna kill. This really gonna hurt IGN credibility. First of all, you know what I'm saying? It's really gonna hurt their credibility, because from what they were saying in the review, it's pretty much the same game. With like Screwface said, a 1080p, sometimes 60 frames per second. You know what I'm saying? Frame rate. And at the end of the day, that's not a good thing. And to give it that high of a score with it just being a remaster, they're not like with Halo, the collector's edition or whatever. They actually remade Halo 2, which is part of the collector's edition. So you damn near getting a brand new game, and they throwing everything else in with the maps and everything. You get what I'm saying? But they giving you a brand new experience. With The Last of Us, they giving you the same experience that you done watch. And I just sat there. I didn't have a PlayStation 3, so I didn't actually play it. but I watched the Let's Play of it, and basically you watch an interactive movie. Even when you actually doing things in the game, right after, it's a lot of QTE, quick time events in it. You know, a whole lot of quick time events that you got to do in the game, which takes away from the actual gameplay. It's not much gameplay. It's mostly cutscenes and QTE, just like Beyond Two Souls, which I heard they're supposed to be bringing that back, which I heard was a horrible game.
It ain't on the same level as that. The QTEs ain't on the same level as that. It's a lot more gameplay in The Last of Us than it is in Beyond Two Souls. A whole lot more.
But basically, both of them is an animated movie. You get what I'm saying?
To an extent.
Dude, the shit is so much of a movie. My old lady was waiting to watch the next part of it. You get what I'm saying? I'm dead serious. Which is crazy. Oh, the new video up? Oh, why to put it on? You know what I'm saying? Because it was a movie, man. And I think that's where gaming is going toward, which isn't a good thing, because gaming should be gaming. Movies should be movies at the end of the day. You know, have me like, it's good. It's not wrong to have cutscenes, but don't make the whole game basically cutscenes is what I'm saying. Anything y'all want to add to that before I move on?
Yeah, I want to add on that IGN's credibility been shot a long ass time ago. So this ain't nothing but another nail in their coffin. Their credibility been shot years ago. So this ain't nothing new. If you want to,
they can kick rocks just like GameStop, man.
Yep, pretty much.
A lot of people look to them for advice though on gaming, you know, because
a lot of people still go to GameStop and get their ass raped too.
All the time. All the time.
It just comes down to the fact that they're abusing their power with the media, man. They're not really giving the gamers the real skinny on or the real deal. And you know, that's why we got, you know, gamers like y'all that give us the real deal, man. And that's my point of view. You gotta really search deep to find folks that's giving you the real deal. I mean, I wanted to buy a PlayStation just because of listening to y'all or watching, you know, the stuff y'all post. That's been the main reason why I wanted to get one, so I could rock with people that rock with me, you know, like-minded people over that propaganda, because I ain't been on IGN for months. Like, I can't remember the last time or the last reason I had to log into IGN. So they're definitely taking advantage of an ignorant audience.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Who don't know better.
I haven't logged into GameSpot or IGN since like the beginning of 2013 or end of 2012. You know, I gave up on all of that. I was like, man, this some old biased ass bullshit. I ain't getting no. If I see an article somebody posting, it's something I actually care about, and I want to see some gameplay or screenshots or something like that, I might go to the website for that. But other than that, I don't really go to those websites like I used to back in the day. I used to log into those sites religiously.
Since I heard "What Up" and "Bang Bang," I ain't really been to none of those sites.
To be for real, a lot of the gamers give you better news than these actual game sites, because at least the gamers, they're not going to be as biased, and they're not being paid off by these companies to review and tell you bullshit, you know.
Well, it all depends on where you go. I don't mean to cut you off. I know you got to say let's go to the next one, because in a lot of these groups, it's a lot of biased motherfuckers that post shit, and they actually worse.
But the thing about it, they're biased, so they give you the bad news on both companies. Like, say if somebody biased on Microsoft, they're going to give you all the bullshit on Sony. You know what I'm saying? If somebody biased on Sony, you know, biased for Sony, they're going to give you all the bad news on Microsoft. So you're going to get it both ways. You feel what I'm saying? Right. But when it come down to this whole this movie shit, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about The Last of Us actually dropping a movie, because I think that's some big news or whatever. How you feel about that, Screwface? Go on and let the people know.
Well,
then we'll have C4 go.
If it's going to be just like the game, basically we already watched it. What they didn't add nothing to the remake other than 1080p and somewhat 60 frames per second. What can they do in the movie to make it any different than the game? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they might stretch it out and make it a little longer or some shit, but if it's going to be just like the game, we pretty much seen that, because that's basically what the game is a quick time event movie. So, I mean, I'm not hating them for making it, you know what I'm saying? the story is a pretty good story or whatever, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, is a bunch of Xbox or Nintendo Wii U weirdos gonna go watch it, or is it just gonna be Sony fans that go watch it? You know what I'm saying? So
It's
I
probably
mean,
gonna be the same motherfuckers who was in the movie theater watching Sony's E3. Probably gonna be them
yeah, they're
dudes.
gonna be sitting there watching it and they're gonna be mad as hell,
like
falling
they was,
asleep.
like they was
Falling
at that
asleep,
E3.
yeah, because they're gonna be like, man, we done played this game. What the fuck we watching? It's the same shit. So yeah, I mean, I'm not hating them for doing it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna capitalize on that shit. But me, you know what I'm saying? The things that I do like about Sony, I would rather see a God of War movie before I seen a fucking Last of Us movie. That's just me. So y'all go ahead, go on with it, C4.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much what you said is how I feel. I mean, I've never been a fan of video game movies for the simple fact that you pretty much get what you get from playing the game. So, I mean, all you're gonna be doing is watching the movie, waiting to see that scene that you actually played in the game, and it's gonna pretty much end how it ended in the game. So, I mean, like even for a God of War movie, I see no purpose in that because we got Hercules movies coming out. We got all of these, movies like that out already. I mean, we ain't got one of Kratos, but I mean, if you played the games, then you pretty much know how the story go. I mean, they could give you a little more backstory on his life and all of that stuff, I guess, but you get a lot of that in the games too. But
yeah,
I really see no purpose in video game movies. Like everybody want a Gears of War movie and a Halo movie. I'm like, I really don't care. Personally,
the Halo that Nightfall show looked like it's gonna be good, but we'll talk about that at another time. Go ahead, Thunderbird.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I think about games or Hollywood and altogether. I actually think it's a good thing because a lot of people out there that look down on gaming, this might open their eyes to see that there actually is good games out there that are worthy of their attention. Was one thing that's heavily overlooked by people that disc gaming is that there is good quality storylines out there. And I think it's a way to reach that audience. I have nothing wrong with it. It just needs to be done right. Honestly, if they promoted it as just a movie and didn't say, hey, this is a remake of your most popular game, I'd be happier with that because those people that, go to the movie to see it will then be like, wow, this is a movie? Dang, let me go, GameStop's right here by the theater. Let me go get a console and pick this game up and see what it's really about. So I actually appreciate the cross promotion. Now, when it's done cheesy like Doom, even though I like The Rock or whatever, that was to me, I was like scratching my head the whole time. I think the best game movie ever was the old one with John Leguizamo and Mario Brothers. Like to me, that even though it was kind of like strange, maybe because I was a teenager at that time, but I actually liked it.
I like the first Resident Evil.
That was good too.
Yeah, that was the only video game movie I saw and actually liked. That was the only one.
So I just think it's cross promotion. It's opening people's eyes to our universe in a positive way, which I certainly appreciate.
Okay, now let me get my thoughts. My bad for saying animated movie. I didn't mean animated movie. I meant film that was putting together. But the thing with me is the story isn't that different from any other story. Like you got, like we said, Resident Evil. You got the Walking Dead. Even though these aren't dead people, they're infected, but it's still like the same. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much the same storyline to all these other movies. Apocalyptic world. Hold on, they just had a movie with what's your boy Brad Pitt? What that movie?
Yeah, World War Z.
World War Z, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty similar scenario. So I don't know how much more a Last of Us movie can bring us that's different from the movies that we have already had on this same subject. It's like they keep replaying these type of movies over and over again. So that's the only knock that I have, even though I feel it was a pretty good as a game. The storyline was great. I like the storyline of Last of Us. I cannot knock that. I didn't actually play the game, so I can't really speak on how bad the actual AI was or the actual game played. But the storyline was great. Like I said, me and my old lady sat there and watched the Rad Brad play that thing, from beginning to end, and enjoyed it or whatnot, So, but Yeah, but I don't know how good the movie gonna be. You know, if they can do something different and bring us something different, if they made a movie about it, okay. But if it's gonna be the exact same storyline that we already seen in The Last of Us, I feel it'd be pointless.
Agreed.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. All right. So what we got next? The Halo collection or whatnot. We can speak on that. Like they showed like a small tidbit of that game at what it was, Gamescom?
Yeah.
Comic-Con or whatever? Was it Comic-Con or Gamescom?
Comic-Con.
Comic-Con. Okay. Yeah, they showed a snippet of, and I think that it looked pretty damn good. I was impressed, like just how they can actually go from classic mode to the re-rendered mode, and the game looks completely different from how it did on the Xbox One. You know, I mean, on the original Xbox that came out back in 2003. What it was, 2003,
2001.
It came out in 2001.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it came out. Okay. Yeah, when it came out in 2001 or whatever, you know. But it looked damn good, you know what I'm saying? You can see the different effects, and everything happened in real time. But I'm gonna let C4 go ahead and handle this one right here, and I'll come in and I'll bring him. I'll come in and back in.
Yeah, I mean it was nice to see. You know, I appreciate the time and the effort they put into, you know, taking the game from ground up and just re-rendering it. I mean, it looks beautiful. I've never been a Halo fan, so I mean, I wasn't as stoked as you guys might have been about it, but you know, it did look good. I liked what I saw. I'm gonna most definitely check it out when I get my one.
Can't forget about the 4,000 achievements that they're adding too. That if you're achievement whore, oh man, you drooling right now. But go ahead, Screw.
Yeah, I mean, just to kind of repeat what King said, I'm not a huge Halo fan either, but I do think that if I was a Halo fan, or for the Halo fans out there, I could see where they are excited about this game. I could see where, you know, being able to play the whole Halo experience on the Xbox One, you know, with everything being upscaled and you know, the earlier games being remastered or whatever, giving you all the DLC, all the maps, all the, you know, the multiplayer stuff that they're going to give you. I can see where that could be really exciting for a Halo fan. So, you know, big up to him for that, man, and that's about it. Because I didn't even see any of the stuff about it. I just know about the game itself.
T-Bird.
All right, here come the Xbox and Halo comments. All right, Halo is what made me appreciate the Xbox from being a Sony dude back in 2001. You know, the fact that they've taken the care to add features to give you the ability to play through front to back from 1 to 4, that's really, really good. That's actually special. I mean, even if they don't even make DVDs and Blu-ray collections like that where you can just sit back and watch the whole thing unless it's like a cartoon like Dragon Ball Z or something. But I really appreciate that. Also, taking the old school version and the new school version and giving you the ability to do instant switching, I mean, that's beautiful. And if you're into the Halo lore at all, if you know what's going on, this is what you wanted. Like when you played like Halo 3, you know, you wanted to be able to do that. Imagine all the people that just got in at Halo 2 or Halo 3 or Halo 4. They're going to be able to understand what made Master Chief the Master Chief, and not just for the storyline, but the Master Chief of gaming. I mean, come on, man. Every Halo release is like Christmas over here on the Xbox side, okay? So they're really bringing it with this release. Now, the achievements and all that's cool, but just the storyline itself of becoming the hero like Master Chief, it really feels like it's you. So being able to play from front to back, I think that's good. And if you guys were never in the Halo before, this is the way to get into it. The Master Chief Collection is the way if you have Xbox One by that point.
Yeah, that's what I was going to touch on, because when I got my original Xbox, I didn't like first-person shooters. I was always a third-person shooter dude. So I didn't really get into 1 or 2. So, you know, I bought 3, but the store had already went on. So I was like, you know, maybe that's why I didn't get into it. So that's why I said when I get the 1, most definitely going to check it out, because I know all my boys going to have it. You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
let me
So
identify with that real quick. Uh, when we first got our Xbox Ones, my homeboy was the only one that got Halo, and it stayed in the wrapper until March, from Christmas to March. And one night, about this time, between 1 and 3 in the morning, I decided, I'll go ahead and break the wrapper out. It was one of those all-nighters, 2001, 2002 time frame, 18, 19 years old. So I broke it open. You know what I'm saying? Homeboys asleep on the couch, on the floor, where I played through the first level, and then I cut on the multiplayer. I went and woke everybody up. I was like, yo, plug in your joystick. We about to do split screen like 007. They were like, man, is you crazy? It's 3 in the morning. We played till 7, 8 in the morning after that. It was so bad that the dudes that stayed ponies had to go hit the circuit breaker to get us off the game. You know what I'm saying? So that was my experience. We totally looked over Halo until we actually sat down with it and put some time in on it. So I mean, it's definitely quality. You're gonna hear people say, "Oh, the hitbox is off" or whatever. Say the truth, them dudes that's making them claims probably getting mollywopped. You know what I'm saying? When they play the game, Halo is serious. That arena style play where you can be playing 8-on-1 like free for all, right? I kid you not. Halo 2 free for all. I was in there. The races. I smacked a whole 7-on-1. Throw a plasma grenade. Throw 2 of them down. It blows the grenade across the room. This is back on the original Xbox. You can launch a plasma grenade with throwing 2 at the same time. So you can blow a dude up, stand in front of you, and the next one will go across the map and hit somebody else. You got rocket launchers, all that stuff. Dual wielding, noob combo, hit somebody with the plasma, one shot you to the brain. All this is happening at once. And the fact that they got DVR functions in the game now, all the stuff you say you was doing, now you can record it.
Yeah,
Halo brings that. Somebody riding a ghost at you, full blast, and you jump and take them off of it, spin it around 180, and lay them out with the plasma. Come on, man. No other shooter is bringing the arena style gameplay like Halo, and I'm glad they doing this. I'm glad they doing it right. They're showing every other console out there. You're gonna bring.
Hey. I ain't gonna say Halo the only one, man. Gears is off the chain. Gears is my shit.
That hype he just gave, man. I felt it, son. I felt it.
man, Gears is my shit. You can't be shitting on Gears. Gears bring it too.
I'm not gonna do that either because Gears does bring it. But let's look at it like this.
Man, Gears does their thing, man.
We could talk about Gears, but I'm telling you right now, Halo. If you have not really got into the gameplay, the only reason why is because I don't know. Everybody got their own reason. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna just say the gameplay for Halo is second to none. It's clean, it's crisp, and because they're updating it, I want to see if they really stay true to it.
Dude, I'm loving the fact that they rebuilt the maps and stuff, man. That's gonna be nice as hell.
100 maps, man. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Rebuilt that you can go back, you can switch back and forth from the classic one to, to the new one with just a flick of the button, just like that, man.
Peep this. People don't respect Halo. I use Halo 2 and 3 to calibrate my stereo surround sound system because the sound is so good. That's how I calibrate my surround sound. Throw a grenade on the left, bang. Okay, one on the right, bang. Behind me. That's how I do. I don't do no apps on none of that. I use the game to do it because it's so crisp. Bungie 343, they put it down with Halo. The sales prove it. The fans prove it. The movies prove it. The books prove it. I mean, Halo is the truth when it comes to gaming.
Like I was saying, now Halo movie, I would be anticipating a Halo movie, which I heard they're supposed to be putting one together. But the Nightfall show actually looks good as well. But when it comes down to like my whole Halo, you know what I'm saying, anniversary edition. I mean, what it is, that Master Chief Collection. Yeah, Master Chief Collection. Dude, it's a day one purchase. Even though I'm not a big Halo person, but
$60 for the whole package.
But you getting everything. You get what I'm saying? And I'm supporting what you call it. Now remember I say I ain't good at shooters. I suck at shooters, man. But I done got all right from Titanfall. Playing Titanfall, that got me a little bit all right. I ain't gonna say I'm the best person at a shooter, but I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? Me and C4 was on one night. You know what I'm saying? We running on Destiny. We ended up putting in work. Was we not, C4?
Yeah, buddy.
We wasn't that bad, baby, putting in work, man. I'm like, yeah, but the skills that got better. Huh?
I wish I could play with y'all, but I'm gonna tell you this: Halo 2 is gonna be the most popular multiplayer on Xbox One, and I'm gonna just go ahead and give you a tip. You can grenade launch. That means that if you throw a grenade and you time a jump over the grenade, it'll lift you up over a wall or up onto a platform. So I'm just put that in your mind right now, because
Hold on, what you say? You can shoot a grenade at the ground and lift yourself up?
You can grenade launch. It works best with plasma grenades because their kill box is a little bit smaller. You just throw the grenade like next to a wall, like maybe a half a second before you get there, jump, bang, and it'll throw you up a good another 5 or 6 feet. So I'm just telling you right now, that game, the little tricks.
But who does stuff like that? That's crazy.
The skilled gamers, man.
That's the
I'm
pro.
gonna tell you right now. Listen here. If I got a rocket launcher and you chasing me, I will throw a grenade, jump in the air over top of it, 180, turn around, and launch it back at you while you think you got me. I'm telling you right now.
Dude. That's why they call it Halo jump. That's why they call it a Halo
this
jump.
This dude ain't no joke when it comes to Halo. I mean, he's serious about his Halo shit.
Dude, I can hear it. Dude,
he's serious, man.
All through his voice, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love the passion, man. He got the same. That's the way I felt about Gears, man.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about Gears.
It was a brand new experience, and I had that enjoyment right there. Like I said, I really wasn't into first-person shooters back then, but after playing Call of Duty 4, the Modern Warfare, I got into first-person shooters, and I learned to appreciate them. So I really am going to check out this new Halo.
I think the reason why I never got into Halo like that, because I ran into somebody like him, man, on Halo 2, and that motherfucker just abused me, tortured me on that damn game. You know what I'm saying? He jumping around, coming up behind me, like, you know, just all kinds of just fucked up ass shit. It was just murder, man. I'm like, man, fuck this goddamn game. I still got that shit down there, man.
Figure it out. The two-piece combo in Gears is the same as the new combo, like the same effect as the new combo in Halo. You got a plasma rifle, you know, you got the shields in Halo.
Yeah.
You hit with that, take the shield out, headshot with any other weapon, instant kill. So it's just like the two-piece, bang bang, real quick. So if y'all play with me, I'll get you right, and I will abuse you.
Like I said, hey, I'm gonna have the Master Chief Collection. I will have it because even if I don't play, you know what I'm saying, I got family members who are into shooters real big, so they would love Halo. You know.
That's the reason why I got rid of Halo 3, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I bought it for the hype, but when I got it, man, I played through the co-op story mode and everything, and then I got on that multiplayer, man, and they was giving me that work, man. I was going like 3 and 12 and shit. I was like, man, let me get the fuck off of it. Man, this game ain't right, man. This shit ain't right.
Ohio, we got a lot of good gamers here, man. My homeboys go to Ohio State. You know, Halo 1 was not online multiplayer, but if you had a large LAN connection, like a university, you could plug it in to the wall right there, and we would all be playing, like specifically Davidson East Tower versus Davidson West. And them dudes in there was serious. Like, they was running in packs, murdering you within half a second because of their skill. So Halo is one of those games you really got to figure out how it works, because it's not like Battlefield. It's not like Duty where you hit somebody and just take them out. You're a walking tank. You got to fight. You got to fight like a walking tank. Let me stop.
Yeah. It's big. Well, hold on. When we talking about, like, Destiny, I want to hear y'all impressions on the beta. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't sold on it at first. You know what I'm saying? And we just moving on from Halo. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go into this whole Destiny thing. And since you're the big enthusiast right now, and I know you played the beta to Destiny, let me know how you feel, T-Bird.
Oh, man. They're going to be mad right now.
Here we go. I know it was coming. Right. Go ahead.
Listen, Destiny is Halo with a different name. And I appreciate the presentation of the game. I do appreciate the fresh story. I do appreciate the fact that it's like a mashup of Halo, Star Wars, Gears of War, all those good things that I like about gaming. They did a good job. but the AI is the same AI as Halo. They've got the grunts with the elites, so the larger characters with the smaller characters. It's the same. It's the same. I felt like I was playing Halo. I played it like Halo. So to me, it wasn't different enough to make it special. It just was. Even though it's an MMO, I'm still going to buy it come September. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. It's a beautiful and very enjoyable game. But it's kind of like your girlfriend in high school going to college. You hitting again, and it really ain't no different. That's just the way I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Now they can mix it up. They can bring a storyline, a good twist to grab you. But really, it's if you roll a Halo, if you've played Halo and played through it, I mean they're really taking advantage of the multi-platform, kind of like a knee jerk. The Bungie doing that, and it's like their first look. But if you played, any of y'all play Marathon back when it was Apple exclusive?
No, I seen it, but I never played it.
Okay, this was Bungie's first game that was like popular, and this game reminds me of like Halo and Marathon put together. Actually, you can spin it off of all those universes, but I'm just not completely sold on it yet. Like I might be a little bit upset that I've got it reserved and I'm about to spend that money, especially since just 2 months after that, the Master Chief Collection coming out, and that looks better already. So I'm
gonna come in after T-Bird right here.
Go ahead. I'm done, man.
All right. When it come down to the Destiny beta, like I said, me and C4 had time on it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely had fun playing it. You know, but I don't feel it's the game that it should have been. I feel it should have been a full-out MMO because it feels like an MMO, but without the amount of players that should be on the MMO server or whatnot. So I feel that really limits the game, and I don't know if they did that because it costs too much to have dedicated servers and put all of those people on the game. But I feel the game should definitely have been a MMO. That's just a multiplayer right now. On top of that, something else. This was something good that I noticed. I started off playing the game on the Xbox One. I switched over, and I started playing it on the 360. And all my information and everything was on the 360 with me, and it let me also invite people from the Xbox One. I don't know if it lets you play with Xbox One players, but if they do, I think that'll be real nice. You know what I'm saying? That it's actually cross-platform. You know, you can actually go in the game chat and talk to them. But I know it gave me the option to invite people to my fire team from the Xbox One when I was on the 360 or whatnot. So,
excuse me though, I've already spoken too much for a new person on the show, but let me
Man,
jump
you all right?
real quick. Let me jump on it. I'm gonna piggyback off what you're saying. Let's say in a perfect world, Bungie would have taken this leverage and all that money and said, you know what, we're gonna create one huge universe, kind of like they did with Final Fantasy, was it 17 or whatever?
Final Fantasy, which one? It's 11 and 14.
Okay, whichever one that's a big time MMO that you can play on PS2, Xbox 360.
11. That's 11.
Okay, let's say if they did that. Now that would have been amazing. They would.
That's what I'm saying.
And if they would have made the universe, I'm just dreaming right here, but like if they would have made the universe like completely connected, like if you destroy a planet, that planet gone. You know what I'm saying? For everybody. You know, that would have been dope if you could have actually.
If they actually would have made this a full-out MMO, it would have been a must-buy because it got like a lot of MMO things about it, like the quest. You know what I'm saying? The actual upgrading of your character, all of that little stuff is MMO style, but they made it into a multiplayer instead of having it as an actual MMO. But go ahead.
Yeah, you even running into people that ain't even playing with you in the world, you know, while you doing your mission and shit. I thought that was real dope, man. I thought that was dope.
But we drinking right now because they dropped the ball.
Yeah, yes, they did. They definitely dropped the ball on this one.
Was it 500 million?
Man, see, so that actually, I'm not gonna say it's a bargain bin when it come down to me going to get the game, but I don't see me going to actually get this game day one. You know, unless it's just absolutely nothing else out there. It's dry. I got some extra money. You know what I'm saying? All right, get it day one. But other than that, it's probably, you know what I'm saying, a month, maybe two. But I do see me having this game in my collection at some point in time. My question is it an always online game though? I don't know if is Destiny always online? I would think so.
I don't know.
Look, I'm in Virginia at a hotel right now.
Yeah.
I tried to boot it up Saturday, and it would not boot up offline. So that may be the tell right there. But I'm not sure.
I would think that I think it's always online. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm honestly thinking that because a lot of the stuff that you got to do is basically online stuff. So, yeah, I can definitely see it always being online. Go ahead, Screwface, let's shoot. I'm just skipping over Screwface. Screwface quiet in the motherfucker right there, man.
Good, man. You good. I'm just enjoying the talk. To be completely honest, I've only like seen like some footage and stuff of Destiny. I downloaded the damn beta, but I ended up not realizing it was about to end, and I didn't even get to play it. So I can't really speak on the gameplay of it. But I mean, honestly, for me, it wasn't really a game I was really peeping from the beginning anyway. So I don't know if me playing the game, playing the beta would have changed my mind on it. So for me, as far as getting the game or anything like that, I'm gonna have to wait until it come out, and you know what I'm saying, let some of y'all play it and tell me how it is before because man, I've been burnt plenty of times spending $60 on games with a lot of hype, man, and get let down. So
yeah, I feel it.
I'll let you know. I will let you know.
Well, you know, I played it with Doe. When we played Saturday. Or Thursday or something like that. We played it one day.
I think it was Friday. I think it was Friday. Something like that. I think it was Friday though. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, yeah, man. I mean, I went into it, you know, kind of mixed up because, like I said, it wasn't a game that I was really checking for because I was never really big on Halo, and what I saw from it at E3 and stuff, I was like, I wasn't really impressed. But you know, on Facebook, I've been seeing a lot of them ponies, them hoof clickers, man. They've been hyping the shit out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, man. I gotta check it out. You know, I can't wait for the beta to go public.
Yeah, they finally got Halo on PlayStation. That's
man. I've been seeing a whole lot of people hyping it up, and I take that back. I played it for a little while over my cousin's house because he got a PlayStation 4. So I did play it. I take that back. I played a little bit of it, and I wasn't really impressed then either. But I didn't play it for too long, so I reserved my judgment. But like I said, I saw everybody hyping it up, and then when they got the beta on the 360, I was like, all right, I'm gonna get to put in some time, build the character up a little bit, and see what it's about. But I wasn't really that impressed. I mean, I appreciate it for what it is. I mean, we did have some good times when we linked up and we was doing all the quests and everything, but. For me, it wasn't a. Go ahead.
That make you think? Was it was just because we was playing together, or because the game was just exceptional? You get what I'm saying?
It's because you playing together. Because y'all can go play Madden and have a good time.
Yeah,
y'all can go play Titanfall and have a good time. That doesn't mean the game is great.
I think it was just because me and you was, we was going through together, and you was like, yo, help me over here, come over here, and I was like, yo, we got a bunch of them over here, I need some help. You know what I'm saying? We was working together, and we was having a good time like that. Hell, me and my cousin played WWE games together, and them games is dog shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all real quick about co-op multiplayer games. Did y'all play Rainbow Six?
Yeah.
No. Terrorist Hunt and all that?
I played Rainbow Six on 360.
Did it give you the same experience or better than Rainbow Six?
No, nowhere near.
Case closed.
Nowhere near for me. Nowhere near for me. It was nowhere near the amount the multiplayer experience I got from a Rainbow Six. Nowhere near.
So that's how I judge it. Because I can play like Gears of War Horde mode. I have just as much fun with that as I did with Rainbow Six. Because you have things happen, you need the co-op. This game really didn't need co-op. You were like overpowered. Like it just to me, it's just new. We're kind of starved. We're kind of thirsty this generation. So I think we're kind of just giving them a pass. Well, let me not completely take a dump on Bungie. Let me give some positives.
But honestly, I think you were speaking the real. I mean,
Yeah.
It is dry out there. The Microsoft camp ain't really dropping nothing. Sony ain't dropping nothing. And this was something that a lot of dudes that been pro Sony for the longest haven't been able to experience. They didn't get it from Killzone. They didn't get it from Haze. They didn't get it from Resistance. So for them, it was an experience that they thought they wouldn't go and like, and they finally got it and they loved it.
And those defectors.
See, hold on. And something else, this one thing I want to add to it.
Go ahead.
When y'all was talking about like it actually being, you know what I'm saying, like Rainbow Six or whatever. Like you got different classes in this game, but I don't know if we had to be a higher level. Like one thing with the MMO, like you got the dude who I played with was a tank. You know what I'm saying? He was a tank. He had his own set of moves. Like he had the high jump. He had like a move where he can come down in the middle of like people and hit the ground. You know what I'm saying? Different stuff like that there. And the C4 character, he had like a different skill set. Like he can throw bombs or whatever. I think you had like a mage, right?
Yeah, I forgot what she was called. Warlock.
Yeah, like a warlock or whatever. But the thing about it, what I didn't feel is that MMO party style. Like, say with my dude, if I was playing an MMO, he'll go in and you know what I'm saying, take all the damage. You know what I'm saying? My dude would take on all the enemies, you know what I'm saying? And somebody like C4 character, when they coming all at me, you know what I'm saying, he'll nuke the characters, you know what I'm saying? Like he had a bomb where he can throw in there and blow up like a lot of people at one time or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't feel we had to do that. Maybe it was because we was a low level and we weren't high enough that we actually had to play that way. But I just didn't get the feel from that little teaser that we did get. But that's about it.
What was you saying about the defectors, T?
The people that chose Sony because of so-called propaganda or so-called resolution gate, DRM and all that, they really, deep down in their heart, a lot of them people are Halo. So they need something kind of give them that nostalgia or feel like they're not missing that something. So I feel a lot of them people are kind of clinging on to that. But this is do or die. You know, between September and November, it's going to be do or die for a lot of those cats because that good feel like they know they get and they homeboys hitting on Facebook, Twitter, see the Halo stuff going on. GameStop is going to have PS4s, 4-stop lampshades, the doormats. They're going to have them everywhere. A lot of dudes are not going to want to miss out on that Halo experience, especially if Destiny don't really give them that good rub. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They might be teasing them and make them actually want to go out and get an Xbox One for the Halo collection. But your mic messing up. Did you move around some in your room?
Yeah, I moved around a bit. Wife come through talking tips on me, so I've been trying to not interrupt the podcast crunching. Is that better?
Because you sound like a robot. That's why I asked you.
He's steady on that hotel. Yeah, he on that hotel.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah. That's better. Yeah, because you kicking that knowledge over there, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's already started. You know what I'm saying?
All right, my bad. Hopefully, it comes through on the final render.
All right. Anything else? Anything else on this here?
No, I think we pretty much gave it that work.
All right. Where we going now? C4?
Well, we could give a special shout out to Nintendo. You know, the Game Boy is going to be having its 25th anniversary on July 31st. You know, Screwface brought that to our attention, and he wanted to show, the Game Boy some love because he our resident Wii U weirdo here. But everybody, if you got a little stuff in your past with Game Boy or what you loved about it or whatever, just a little time to show Nintendo some love. You know what I'm saying?
I still remember having a Game Boy Color and being on that Pokemon Red, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, that Pokemon was that joint back in the day, man.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, man. But that's about it, dude. Cause coming up, man, that shit was too expensive for me, man. I didn't actually get one till I was working, and you know what I'm saying, actually had my old job, and I actually got me a Game Boy. You know what I'm saying, and enjoyed it for myself. What's y'all stories? Go ahead and you know what I'm saying, give your stories on the Game Boy, and you know if you have one or whatnot. Go ahead, Screwface. Since you brought it up, go ahead, man.
Well, I mean, I just think a lot of people hate Nintendo for a lot of different reasons, but you know, one of the things about the Game Boy is that it brought handheld gaming, you know what I'm saying, to the world, because at that time, you know, we didn't have cell phones and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So it allowed you to play video games on the move, on the go. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure all of us can remember, you know what I'm saying, getting mad when it got dark and shit because you couldn't see it, or you had to go to bed, you know what I'm saying? Mom and dad's is telling you lights out and you can't play it no more because you couldn't see the shit, or you had to buy the little attachment with the magnifying glass and the light behind it, so you could play it at night and shit. So you know what I'm saying? I think it's a telling on the type of products that Nintendo made, that you can sit back and talk about shit like that happened 25 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really play. The only games I really played on it was Tetris, which is kind of weird for a little kid to want to play Tetris all the time. But I played the hell out of Tetris on that shit, and I played the Super Mario Land, and that's really about the only games I or 10 at that time. So I'm sure I played other games, and just don't remember them all. But yeah, man, I just, you know what I'm saying, I just thought we should, you know, give Game Boy a little bit of props, you know what I'm saying, and speak on the history of it.
It definitely has stood the test of time. I can give it that.
Yeah.
The old Game Boy has stood the test of time. Thunderbird.
All right.
You got a Game Boy?
Yeah, can y'all hear me good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, first off, I want to give a shout out to Game Boy for really validating handheld gaming beyond the Tiger handhelds. You know, the Nintendo experience was really dope on the road. Cause back then I played ball and
you're skipping in and out a little bit. Can you adjust again?
Is that better? Over there? Check 1, 2.
You still sound like a robot. You still confirm that a robot.
Do my best, man.
Go ahead. Just run it. Hopefully it clear up a little bit. Go ahead.
Real quick, I'll touch on real quick. Tetris machine I ever owned. The end.
Hold on, the Game Boy was the best machine you ever owned?
He said
best Tetris machine.
Oh, the best Tetris machine. All right.
Yeah, hell yeah. I played the hell out of some Tetris on that.
C4, what's your memories of the Game Boy, sir?
Oh, man, I just remember I used to play 2 games, man. 2 games I used to play the hell out of was Street Fighter on the Game Boy. I used to play the hell out of that. And what was it? Ninja Gaiden on there. I could never get past the first level, man, but I love that game. I just go in there and just continues to keep on dying.
Yeah, the from the wall was dope when Ninja Gaiden on the Game Boy, man.
Yeah, but I love me some Ninja Gaiden, man. That was my shit.
Ninja Gaiden's still the shit, man. Dude, I think the last one was what? How do you like the last Ninja Gaiden Screwface? I didn't even play it.
You talking about on the Wii U?
Well, that's the last one. No matter what system is on, that's the last one they put out.
Yeah, hey, I like it, man. That shit hard as hell too, man. Like all Ninja Gaidens is hard.
All the bitches is hard. No, I swear Ninja Gaiden is the hardest game ever made, man.
I like it, man. I like it a lot, man. You can see in my YouTube channel banner, man. You know what I'm saying? I love Ninja Gaiden. It's one of my favorite IPs, and you know, I will always purchase Ninja Gaiden games. I don't care what system they own, because I know that I know what I'm getting from it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a real good game, man.
I have never beat a Gaiden game.
Neither have I.
I'm right there.
Them motherfuckers.
Got the hell out of them.
Yeah.
I beat the ones back in the day, man. You know what I'm saying? Like on the NES and shit.
Man, I take that off you, man. Like, you get a kidney for that, right?
What did you say?
Say that one more time.
I said I would give you a kidney for that one, bro.
A kidney for that?
Yeah. But these new ones are even harder than the old ones was. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I did beat the first one that came out on the 360. I think it was just called Ninja Gaiden.
Gaiden 2. That was 2.
Yeah, that one.
The original Ninja Gaiden came on the original Xbox. That's the one that they called Black when it went multi-plat. They ended up calling it Black, but it was just Ninja Gaiden when it first came out on the original Xbox. And then when it went to like PlayStation 2 and stuff like that, they called it Ninja Gaiden Black.
Well, the one I played on the 360, which was I think the first one that came to the 360, I think they just called it Ninja Gaiden, but I don't remember what it's called. But it might have been Ninja Gaiden 2. Yeah, I played it. And I mean that shit was hard, but I did beat that one though.
Oh, you beat it? Shit, I ain't beat that one.
That shit hard as hell though.
I know.
It's hard, and the crazy part about Ninja Gaiden is it's hard on normal level. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to put that bitch on hard.
And that's one thing about me. That's one I like any game I get, I automatically put it on the hardest difficulty. But Ninja Gaiden is a game that I have yet to play because I know how hard it is. I like a difficult level, but I don't like to be pissed off and want to throw the console across the room. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm dead serious. You would break some controllers playing that damn game.
Hey, I used to be that type of kid when I was young, man. I get a game, you know what I'm saying, get stuck on a part, be like, yo, fuck this game. Well, I just take that shit out the PlayStation, fling it across the room. That shit straight on the door. Mama be like, boy, I ain't taking your ass to buy another one. I mean, needless to say, I got another one, but I'm just saying, you know, I don't want to do that shit now that I'm paying for it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, no, that thing. Hold on, Screwface, the Ninja Gaiden that you played, could you like get like the axes and stuff and different kind of weapons on it?
Yeah, as you play through it.
That was 2. That was 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I asked you, because 2, you got the axe, you got like the different kind of swords, you got like great sword and all that different stuff. And see, what I like about the game too, it's like different moves. Like you got to perform combos and all that crazy shit when you be fighting against people, man. No, the game is just so in depth, man. You know what I'm saying, dude? They did a great job on 1 and 2. I ain't played 3. You know what I'm saying? I heard 3 was kind of booty. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to go back and test it out.
It's not booty. It's not booty.
I might have to go back and...
When you go buy your Wii U, man, go buy it for that, man.
Look at him over there with that Wii U propaganda.
No. I'm just saying that'll give you, you know what I'm saying, a lot of grown gangster website gangster YouTube gangster people. They like to act like the Wii U is just for kiddie games. So what I'm saying to you is, if you wanted to buy a game like that, like Ninja Gaiden, eventually down the road, when you get your Wii U to buy them kiddie games that you do like, you could go and get that game.
I'm going to go get my kids a Wii U, okay?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to get my kids a Wii U. Because they should be playing Wii U. Hey, I'm not going to get myself a Wii U.
Nobody gonna see you in real life, man. They ain't gonna know how gangster you really is. Man, okay?
I'm going to get my kids a Wii U. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Goddamn.
But y'all actually making me want to buy. My son is turned 7, and he's never played a Ninja game. But when I was his age, Ninja Gaiden, I had Ninja Gaiden at his age. So I'm thinking I might go ahead and copy him his first, mature game. Like don't tell your mama, just play it with me and you.
Is there any blood on the Nintendo version?
Man, yeah, man, come on, man. that shit, they quit doing that shit in '94, man. When they started rating games, man. Get out of here.
Actually, cut it off, isn't there a version where you can put the blood?
No, you can't. No, man. That was fucking Mortal Kombat back in 92, 93. And as soon as they made the gamer ratings, Nintendo stopped doing that because it said on the label if it was for mature or whatever the case may be.
Because we already know.
Stop that Nintendo hate, man.
We already know Nintendo you trying to be people's mama and daddy.
They was. But in 94, when they started putting ratings on games, they didn't have to do that no more.
Man, you ain't got to get mad at me. I was just
that was a long time ago, man. That was what, 20 years?
Man,
30 years?
All right, we'll speak on why. We're going to speak on why they won't let people download mature content after 11 o'clock on their console.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, because they're your parents. That's why.
Yeah, they're your mama and daddy.
I don't download mature content after 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's because you're a weirdo. That's why.
I download shit. I feel like I want to download shit. God damn it, I'm a grown ass man.
Well, if a kid creates an account and they put on there how old they are, I kind of agree with them being able to do that. But me, a grown ass man, they ain't gonna tell me that.
Yes,
They
they
know
do.
how old I am. No, they don't.
They tell
No,
all
they
y'all
don't.
that.
No, they don't, because they know how old I am.
Hey, yo, go try to download Ninja Gaiden right now. It's 1 o'clock. Go try to download that shit right now. I bet
I
you.
don't got to download it. I already got it.
I said try.
Why am I gonna try it? What if it goes through? What if it allows me to do it? Then I gotta buy that bitch twice.
And then you gotta buy it twice, yeah.
Hey, come
No,
on,
it
now.
ain't fun.
All right. We done had enough fun.
Yeah, we just move on because y'all just hating.
We done had enough fun at Nintendo's expense. Where we going now?
Shoot, we wrapping it up, man.
I think we talking about Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch.
We talking about, well, we ain't got to really get into the $1 billion.
Well, there was Twitch, and then there was what else was there?
Sure,
the game's being pushed back.
No, we're gonna go into Mr. Ray Rice. We're gonna leave the $1 billion to Twitch alone. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go into this Ray Rice beating up this old girl and only getting 2 game suspension for it. You know what I'm saying? And find out how y'all feel about that. I'm gonna go in with start with Screwface since he's the most vocal.
Well, okay. Let me say this. Should Ray Rice be suspended for that because it throws dirt on the Shield? Probably. Is it wrong for him to just straight up cock a girl and knock her cold out? Yes.
What if she tried to stab him?
It's still wrong, but I don't fault him for that. If a girl try to stab me, I'm gonna knock the bitch out too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't know what happened in the elevator. I don't know what could happen in the elevator.
Man, we need the elevator footage. You know they got a camera in the elevator.
They getting his ass whooped.
Everybody getting beat up in elevators.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, okay, like, my whole thing about the suspension itself is this. And I'm going to use this as an example because this kind of bothers me. Okay, Robert Mathis that plays for the Indianapolis Colts, he got suspended for like 4 or 6 games because he tested positive for a substance that's on the ban list, and it ended up being a fertility pill that was prescribed by his doctor to take because him and his wife was trying to have kids, and he failed to report to the league to ask permission to take this, which obviously if it was on the ban list they would have told him no. But he has the doctor's note, he has all the testing showing, the low sperm count, all this other stuff here that goes with getting the fertility pill, right? They still suspending this man for 4 to 6 weeks, and this man's got a clean record. I don't think he ever been suspended or got in trouble before. And so they're gonna take a man like that that's trying to have a kid and better his family or whatever, and suspend him for that. And then this dude knock a bitch out on the elevator, and they give him 2 games. You know what I'm saying? So to me, the shit don't add up. Then you still got Irsay, the Colts owner, running around after a DUI. Roger Goodell ain't done shit to that man because he white and he an owner. You know what I'm saying? Just to be real with you. So my whole thing is this. I'm not saying any of those situations is wrong or right because, like I said, if a bitch try to stab me or do some crazy shit, I'd probably knock her out too. You know what I'm saying? If you put yourself in a man's place, I'm gonna treat you like a man. But at the same time, Roger Goodell has got to be more consistent when he lays out these punishments. The punishment needs to fit the crime. You know what I'm saying? Robert Mathis, yes, he took a substance that wasn't it was on the ban list, right? He knowingly knew that he made a mistake.
Well, that's not actually on the ban list. What that drug he took is used to cover up that people take steroids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Thank you for that clarification. You are correct, sir. But what I'm saying is this. He knew he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? He showed all the documentation. He showed why he took it, but he knew it was still wrong to take. You feel me? Because he admitted that he forgot to let the league know to ask permission. So to me, if you look at what he got versus what Ray Rice got, those punishments should have been flipped. How you gonna give a man 2 games for knocking a girl out on the elevator, but you're gonna get this man that knowingly and is showing you all the evidence and showing you that he made a mistake, and you're gonna ban this man for damn near half the season?
Man,
Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why right quick? I'm gonna go ahead and give you my opinion on the whole situation. I just heard about it through y'all, so I really didn't know nothing about it.
Hold on, that's around in your area too. That wasn't on the news.
Nah, I don't watch the news. I ain't even gonna front. I don't really watch the news like that. But the reason why old boy got 4 games and he only got 2 is because he knowingly took something he ain't had no business taking. Now I'm all for, it's all good that he wanted to start a family. He got a low sperm count and all of that shit. That's all fine and dandy. But he knew what he was doing. And race situation, if a chick flick off on you and you just got the mollywop her ass, you can't control that. You know what I'm saying? And don't nobody really know what led up to that right now. So if you can't really compare the two, or you knowing what you doing and you doing it behind their back, and you knowing you wrong, compared to you defending yourself, you know what I'm saying, and or handling the situation.
Yeah, he wasn't able to pull the Jay-Z because he ain't had no bodyguards in the elevator with him.
And don't get me wrong, I have seen a whole lot of situations as well as been in situations. Women be getting crazy on them, I don't condone men just beating the hell out of women for the hell of it, but I do believe in defending yourselves. I've never been a supporter of that teaching that a man should never hit a woman no matter what, because I don't know if y'all do, but I watch Snap, and it's a lot of women who kill men just because they've been taught to never defend themselves.
Mm-hmm.
If you got the pop a chick in the faux face, hit her in the faux face. That's the way I feel.
Dude, we need the elevator footage. That's what footage we need. We need to know what happened in that elevator, why he knocked their ass out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I actually looked at this story, and it actually it started before they got in the elevator. She was noticeably drunk. Am I coming through clear?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I put it like this. The way he hit her, or whatever happened, the way she fell out that elevator, he really jacked her up. Now, I am not in any way the type of person that condones men hitting women. I just put it like this: if you got to hit her, don't be around her. And if she pop off crazy like that, I'm the dude. I'll jump out the bushes on you if you put your hand on my cousin. I don't care, or my sister. I don't care what you did. You know what I'm saying? I don't carry myself that way. There's a reason why I carry myself the way I do, because I don't want to be for the dude who jumped out the bushes on your ass. So, I'm put like this. Yes, the NFL is tripping with the suspensions and the way they handle it, and it's political. It's also based on race. It's also based on access and money. So they don't actually judge these fairly. But as far as Ray Rice goes, if she was standing up enough to get to the elevator, she should have walked out the elevator. If you'd have caught her under Ray J's table, giving the sloppy toppy or something like that, you should have just left her where she was, man.
So now they're saying that she was drunk, that he didn't actually hit her.
I think he hit her, man. If you look at the way he was acting, he should have kicked her while she was laying there. Now, I've been in situations where I wanted to put my hands on a woman.
Man, I need the elevator footage. I want to know what happened in the elevator. They're not telling nobody.
They're gonna release it eventually. Trust me, they're gonna release it eventually.
If it came down that he actually cold cocked their ass, man, dog, it's like, what pictures do he got of Roger Goodell in? You know what I'm saying? Some positions that he ain't supposed to be in. You know what I'm saying?
For you to get suspended, you did something. Like the homeboy that took those pills, he got all those suspension probably because the whole thing about trying to make a family was a big cover-up. You know what I'm saying?
Compromised positions. That's what Red Rasmus got some pictures of, man. You know what I'm saying?
Very possible. But look at the athletes. Look at where we put ourselves. We put ourselves in these positions to have our lives ruled and governed by people that don't have our best interests in mind. Especially when we are the talent, when we are the the reason why people even come to the games. We don't. I'm about to get on some pro-black stuff. I'm not gonna go there, but
speak on it, brother.
I'm gonna tell you. You see how they basically run your career, they run your life, they run your job, and they wouldn't be making the money they make if you come. Let's just say all the NFL players who were black decided to make a BFL. You know what I'm saying? Our games would be the ones people come to. I hate to seem like that, but that's the raw truth. LeBron James, look at him. He came back to Cleveland even after they had that nasty letter up there. And people try to say that wasn't a slave owner letter. It was a straight up slave owner letter, man.
Yep.
And for him to 10% ownership, I think that they're giving him for the team. That's really not enough. You need to make a public, like, you know, you need to look at
Hey, that's what I said. Hey, nobody don't agree with me. I said that. He had to do a public apology for that damn letter he wrote.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this whole Ray Rice situation, I think it's the tip of the iceberg what's coming in the future as far as them taking our money from us. They fine players for taking their jersey off before they get off the field. They fine players $10,000 for telling a ref you a ref big, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I just see like they look at us like we overpaid because we black, and they trying to take every bit they can, nitpick us to death. At the end of the day, them dudes is way off worse than Sterling. The way he talked, you have black players, but you don't want your mistress to be around black people. Like, come on,
and your mistress half black.
Yeah, and she half black. She ain't even got no white in her. She half Mexican, half blak. What the hell?
Exactly. So
but I agree with you 100%, man. That's the same thing I say. But what these $100 million athletes need to do is take some of that money, get together. I mean, because that's the craziest thing about it. You got a racist owner in the league, basically running them like slaves. But if you look at it, the NBA is like damn near 90+% black.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the NFL. You got a lot of white players in the NBA as well as the NFL. But if you take away all of these black athletes, where would these leagues be? A lot of these teams would be null and void. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And the thing is, if we got that mind state where we feel like it has to be given to us by somebody else.
Exactly.
And so if we look over, actually started, you know, our own enterprises, but independent of that, you know, we see real growth in our communities because we don't want to portray our people the way that they're portrayed, and we're letting it be done that way. And a lot of us, unfortunately, falling victim to it because we are in a system instead of building a system. And I feel like this. I'm not going to complain about the box until we create a new box. Because being upset about it don't do nothing. Because there's going to be another Ray Rice. There's going to be another Maurice Claret. There's going to be another O.J. Simpson.
Oh, no, he got fucked over for real, for real. Maurice Claret? Yeah, man. Oh, my goodness.
Wait a minute, though. He from Youngstown. That's like right next door to where LeBron is from. So look at LeBron's mind state. Look at Maurice's mind state. You know what I'm saying? If you have this talent, you need to use it for something and not let it use you. Maurice was riding around Columbus. Shout out to you, Maurice. I'm glad you got your life together, bro. But he was riding around Columbus in BMWs, bulletproof vest, eight up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he didn't really have a reason to do that. But if you go to Ohio State,
hold on, Ohio State dogged them out too now. You know what I'm saying?
But the athletes have immunity. They have immunity on that campus. You can pretty much do anything as an athlete on that campus. You know, they still have me for parking tickets. I used to be in the
dude. They held that shit in that national championship against Maurice Claret. You get what I'm saying?
When he yanked that from the homeboy and ran it back.
No. In a conference. You watched the E60 thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, when he came, I forgot what he said during the interview, but yeah, said something messed up or whatever.
Oh, the interview. I thought you were talking about that play.
Yeah, then the ADs. You know what I'm saying? Turn their back and everything.
It's like your job right now. You know, most people's job right now, they want comfortable brothers in positions. But if you're an actual, you know, true brother, real man, it's gonna be hard for you to move up. Like, I was working in corporate America for a long time. As soon as I said I wanted a management training position, everybody ran for a corner of the rug. And that's that the water cooler conversation is going to change. The way they talk about certain people is going to change. You see the way Michael Jordan maneuvered. You see the way LeBron maneuvered. They got to maneuver in silence because if they don't, they get abused. You know, if you think everybody your friend, they're going to write slave master letters, and that's my piece.
I agree with you 100%, brother.
I agree with you. Hey, let me clarify real quick.
Good.
When I brought up the Robert Mathis thing, I was basically just trying to say that the NFL as a whole, the way that they lay out suspensions and fines, is fucked up all across the board. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Robert Mathis was right, you know what I'm saying, and that he shouldn't have got suspended at all. I'm just saying, like, when you look at his situation compared to Ray Rice's situation or anybody else's situation, the Josh Gordon situation that they still have not completely ruled on yet because he appealed it, but they was going to try to suspend him for the whole season. My whole thing is that just the entire structure of how they suspend people is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Whether they white or black, you know what I'm saying, or whatever they did, they didn't do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, just the way they punish people, period, is wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's why I brought that up.
White dudes get suspended and get all type of demerits and reprimands all the time, but it's not in the news.
I agree. I'm not taking up for white folks.
Oh, no,
I'm just saying.
I'm not making that a point against you. I'm just saying like it's not in the news because we allow.
I agree. Like the Ben Roethlisberger thing. You know what I'm saying? He ended up not being suspended for none of that shit.
Yeah, and he done got accused of not raping two women.
Yeah, exactly. And they didn't do nothing to that man.
But you sent my man Michael Vick to jail for 2+ years.
Yeah, for some homeboys of him fighting some dogs that he was funding.
Man.
You mean to tell me them women that he supposedly raped they don't get no type of moral support, they don't get no type of justice, but you lock a dude up for letting his homeboys fight with some dogs on his property?
Hey,
come on,
man. I'm gonna tell you why that shit happened with Michael Vick. They wanted to make an example of Michael Vick for one, and two, they were scared of a black quarterback being as dominant as him. He went to Green Bay. He was the first quarterback. He's the first team, period, to beat Green Bay in the playoffs at Green Bay. Then he happened to be black. This man running all over the field, making people look stupid. That 2004 season was the best season. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was fixing to break out and take over the league. That team was good as hell, and they busted it all up. You know what I'm saying? They had an excuse. They found out this dirt about the dog shit, and they went to work on it and tore the whole man's career down.
I see what we were talking about before. We were talking about Nintendo using the gay propaganda, and I'm sorry, Sony using the gay market. What our people should do is start, supporting with our dollars and make it make sense. Because if you look at the industries out there, most people think that the number one industry is athletes. I'm like this. The number one 6- and 7-figure earners is athletes. Number 2 is network marketing. And most black people think that number 2 is rappers. You know what I'm saying? It's not rappers. The issue here is that we're not supporting with our dollars. We're not looking at where our money's going. We're just throwing it out of a wild goose butt and not thinking about it. If you look at like the gays, that's why they get that type of support. If you out with a black burger, we'd be caught. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, okay, you got a black burger, let me make some YouTube videos.
I don't want no damn black burger. That shit. If I didn't eat no charcoal goddamn burger, I'm straight.
Yeah, it'll be like a bun with black food coloring or some shit.
No, I'm good on black burger.
Yeah, you had some lettuce and tomatoes hit with some black food coloring, man. Black ketchup and mustard and everything.
Give me my Afro burger. Fuck.
No, I don't want no black burger. Man.
I want an Afro burger. Where's that? Make that shit.
With cheese.
You know what I'm saying? With cheese.
But I'm trying to get serious here. I want it to be about fun. I'm be serious, but the gist of this issue right now is we seeing what's happening to our people, and we don't like it. Period. And
that's because we don't stick together, man.
I was going to say, I agree with you, T, 100%, man. That is our problem, man. We don't know how to collectivize as a people and put out dollars towards something that's going to benefit us. I see people all the time on Facebook, all these quote-unquote conscious Negroes walking around talking about the past, but what about our future? It's okay that we got all these things in Egypt that we was once royalty and all of this shit, but what is that back then doing for us today? You know what I'm saying? That's a problem with a lot of us. We like to look towards the past and dwell on that, but what are we doing to better our future? You got all these multimillionaires with all of this money. Instead of wasting it on cars and clothes and putting diamonds in your teeth and $100,000 jewels on your ears, you should be investing that in the league. You got people like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. These people collectively you know, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. You know, you get all of these players together, they could come up with their own league, and they don't have to put up with none of that bullshit.
Right. When you start moving in silence, that's when they can't mess with you. Look at the LeBron James decision. He donated so much money to the children in that community. That's what that decision was about. It wasn't about.
Yeah, nobody ever talks about that though. All the money he gave to that Boys and Girls Club for that, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. So, you know, we just gotta watch that, man. We got too much spooning and buffooning going around, and you know, nobody's really thinking about what's really happening right in front of your face. You know,
I agree. I agree with that 100% because now, just so anybody in here that don't know, I'm not black, but just I want to throw that out there. But I want to say this: you look at like the YouTube community right now. There's some people in the YouTube community that got beef with other people. We ain't gonna say no names. You don't want to bring trash to this podcast, but I'm using this as an example. Instead of going at each other on YouTube, testing your gangster over the internet, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of black commentators in YouTube, like the people in this podcast right now, that are just as good as the white commentators in YouTube. They be getting all these subs and getting paid and all this and that type of stuff there. There's many of y'all out there, man, that's just as good as them. But when you got people going back and forth and all that, they sit over there and they like, yo, look, they can't even get along. They can't you know what I'm saying, incorporate things with each other. They always fighting and making diss videos and this, that, and the third. So I agree with what T's saying, man. It's more about uniting the people together, man, instead of, you know what I'm saying, hating on the next man for what he got or what he don't show or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all got to come together, white, black, brown, yellow, whatever it is, come together, man, and you know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to move together, like you said, in silence and make a difference instead of staying trapped in the same hole.
Yeah.
And on that note,
okay, we about done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Anything?
No, I just want to give my final shot here, man.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you a chance.
Okay, excuse my bad.
When you signed off at the end, you was gonna get your chance. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, I'll start off with you since you got something that you want to say. Go ahead, and then we'll move to Screwface and then C4. Then I end it.
Well, I appreciate being a special guest. I hope it was special for everybody. I've been wanting to do this since the first time me and Doe chopped it up. He's reached out to me at least 3 or 4 times. Either I wasn't available or I was busy. So I appreciate the opportunity, fellas. It's been really good. I got some stuff off my chest, and the conversation was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Screw?
Yeah, man. Appreciate Thunderbird being on the show, man. Got a lot of good stuff, man. Appreciate getting to know you on the podcast, and that's really it, man. Goodbye to the bad guy.
All right, man. You know, I appreciate you being a part of this podcast as well. You know what I'm saying? I've always seen you on Facebook, but this is the first time I actually got to, chill with you and chop it up with you, man. And it was nice to get to know you better. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you getting down with us. And as always, it's your boy C4. Chat with me, and I'm gone.
All right, sup people. This your boy John Doe. You know what I'm saying? But there's a few things that I want to say to end this thing out. First of all, I want to apologize to all my people who've been following me for a while. All my people who've been down with me for me getting in the middle of that BS. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all probably was very disappointed in your boy. I just want to let y'all know that, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got no interest in going back and forth with people. That's done. You know what I'm saying? I want to also give an apology out to One Stop Shop for Gaming for bringing him into that, and he never said my name. You know what I'm saying? I went back and listened to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a straight up dude, you know what I'm saying? And real niggas do real things or whatever. But make sure y'all check down in the description. Everybody's channels will be down there. And all the links or whatever to my Facebook group. Make sure y'all follow me on my Facebook group. Because as T-Bird said, man, you know what I'm saying? I deal with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I'm a straight up real dude, you know what I'm saying? I game with you know what I'm saying? Skype call with, you know what I'm saying? If you cool with me, if you fucks with me, I fucks with you, you know what I'm saying? That's real nigga shit. But this your boy John Doe, and I'm out. Later, people. Yeah.